On Friday, December 7th, Comms 204 students discovered they couldn't check out camera equipment over the weekend going into the finals week or during finals week itself, leaving many students in a scramble to finish their projects. Student Martina Doraliz, who had interviews on Friday and Saturday, said not being able to rent camera equipment was a major inconvenience to her final.
So, as a comm student, it's really hard to get cameras as is, and when you limit it to just weekdays, that's a lot harder because we all have clubs and activities and also classes. So having it over the weekend would be really helpful, especially to do our filming projects. So I guess for that reason, I would say it's really inconvenient, and I think they should change the policy.
So I personally think that it's not very fair that media studies and communication students weren't allowed to check out equipment this past weekend, and I didn't know that was happening. I was going to use an iPad anyways, and I was just going to have the tripod to use for this weekend. I was kind of surprised to find that out that 304 had an exception, but 204 didn't. I feel like that was just a lack of communication that we should have been able to portray better and in advance. I understand we've had this assignment for a couple weeks, but a lot of people just manage their time differently. And yes, in some sense, some of us should have started earlier, but at the same time, I personally had been trying to get interviews with people all last week, and a lot of people just don't have the time because of finals. And for the people who even did answer me, they wanted to set them up for this weekend. So aside from the snow putting a damper on people being able to leave their house, it was kind of frustrating to find out that we weren't even allowed to use the equipment for our final project.
Well, I think professors might say we should totally prepare ahead, but the reality of the situation is that we have a ton of finals, and I know for me, I space it out like this day I'm going to be working on this one, this day I'm going to be working on this one, and it kind of stinks when something goes wrong and it blows off your whole schedule. It couldn't hurt to have them available over the weekend.
Jeremy Jennings, the IT and equipment liaison to the Chubbs building, declined to comment for the video. However, he did say that he sent an email to faculty in advance of the closing of the equipment office, and also noted that he believes students should have been more prepared and been ready for the end of the semester.